Chamge chitab kolenjin atinye kamang'unet ale baibaen olda tugul ole miten en kasarta ne karan kot mising neuni. Raini ko tarikit 11 en kenyitab anan en arawet noton nebo 6 kenyitab 2026 betut noton nebo komonut mising en emetab Kenya kosubkei ak niton ko betut noton netinyegei ak somanetab budget noton nebo emoni, budget neo kot mising nebo silingishek chetitogei trilionishek 4.8. Amache ketaunen logoichuton, logoiwek chetinyegei ak somanetab budget ole tetat kosoman budget noton nebo kenyitab 2026 ak 2027 en betutab raini. Minister noton nebo lengutab boror anan National Treasury noton ko John Mbadi en orit noton nebo bunge nebo emoni. Niton ko budget noton nebo silingishek trilionishek 4.8. En budget noton nebo kenyini konyoru kebeberwek cheterterchin chepkondok che kitabonjin ole sekta noton newendi konyoru chepkondok chechang mising ko sekta noton nebo somanet ne kakitabonji silingishek bilionishek 781.4. Sekta nebo tililindo ko agenge en sekta chenyoru chepkondok chechang mising ne kakitabonji akichek silingishek bilionishek 175. Yekana kong'ololjin sirikab logoiwek en betutab raini komwa John Mbadi kole budget noton nebo kenyini kotindoi uindo kosubkei ak tetutik chetesetai en emotinwekab sang cheboto boriet noton netesetai en olimbo Iran ak emet nebo United States.
There are no surprises for Kenyans. You know, the constitution we have today is robust and it changed the way things are being done in terms of public participation and public knowledge. Today is not maybe in the 90s or early 2000 up to 2010. The budget estimates the revenue raising measures are with the public from 30th of April to date. What maybe Kenyans will be listening to is the details of these revenue raising measures and budget highlights. So there is really no surprises, just giving more details on what it is that is in the budget estimate. This year's budget is even informed by a number of challenges, one of which is the external shock that we are facing. You know, now we have a war in the Middle East, and that war is completely disrupting the world economy. And so we are preparing this budget in the backdrop of a major external shock, what is close to be called world war. And so there are a lot of uncertainties, and again, underperformance in revenue collection, the rising inflation. That's a major thing because we are preparing a budget at a time when the inflation is rising. Last year it was different. Inflation was contained. Today it is rising. So this
Kates komwa John Mbadi kora kole kakitabonji sekta noton nebo kabatisiet chepkondok chechang kosubkei ak noton ko sekta noton nebo komonut mising en tetutik choton chebo uchumi nebo emoni. Kamwa kole bendi kabatik kotesetai konyoru mbolea anan katoldoleiwek choton chemiten being'wan ng'weny anan choton ko che affordable.
Investing quite significantly in agriculture as the backbone of our economy. Remember, agriculture is also largely devolved. And I think that is also something that we are missing in our discussions when we talk about underfunding agriculture. Agriculture is heavily devolved, but the government is coming up with interventions to support a number of crops, both for food consumption and exports. Like tea, you can see in the past 2-3 years, the government has invested a lot in the tea sector. We have also invested a lot in the revival of the coffee sector. We have invested a lot in edible oil, and I will speak to that in Parliament. We have also invested a lot now in sugar reforms and many other crops. But again, in the food production, you can see the efforts that the government has put in terms of subsidy, fertilizer subsidy, provision of seeds has helped us in increasing the quantity or the amount of food or maize, which is our staple food. The production of maize has gone up. Well, we have also been lucky that the weather has been favorable, but the government's intervention is
Yegan kong'ololjin kora sirikab logoiwek en asubuhi noton nebo betutab raini en ofisinyin kotes komwa Mbadi kole kokonde tetutik choton cheitorchingei mising koker kole kakichuchuch wechet noton nebo chepkondokab boror choton che nootin mising ko tax expenditure reforms. Ole kamwa kole sekta cheterterchin chekibendi kitabonji chepkondok kobendi koaroru ole kaboisioito chepkondok choton.
My finance bill is working more towards simplifying tax collection and making it efficient. Let me put it this way. Yes, that provision was put there to attract, more investment into affordable housing sector. But you also have to review. When you have a tax expenditure like that, you continuously review its performance. If it is not adding much value to the economy, then it has no business being left, because it's an expenditure. When you have Kenyans claiming for taxes, it is us who pay for it. Those of us who probably are not even involved in that business. So we have looked at the value being added, and there is not much value. But two, there is a problem. There is a problem in the sense that administering that provision or that tax expenditure is very difficult, and it is causing a lot of leakages. Now, if you say that cement, for example, for affordable housing, you will not tax, steel, etc. How do you determine? How do you separate? How do you ensure that the cement that has been bought is actually going to affordable housing and is not going to current to put up my house? So those challenges we are trying to eliminate by removing zero rating and taking them to exempt. We are not going to tax them, but we put exempt so that there are no claims, because there have been unnecessary claims that
Ibwate chitab kolenjin ile tetat koititatab bunge en koskolengutab betutab rani kong'eten sait sogol nebo koskoling minista noton ko John Mbadi ako katestai biikab boror kokon kerenywan en keberberwek cheterterchin kosubkei ak nito nekotindoi ngunon en lainda sirindenyon en county noton nebo Kericho Vincent Cheriot ne kamwowon kole kaimuch kong'ololchin ak alak en biikab boror ako amache sikobit akochi inendet kasarta en oret anan agenge en agenge
Elkanah Bett anyorun agenge en kwen noton nebo taunit noton nebo Kericho len betutab raini kotokyingei konyek tugul bunge noton nebo boror lele kigeni SCS noton nebo Treasury John Mbadi kong'alalen budget noton nebo 4.8 trillion ole amiten agenge en meng'ik choton chebo county nebo Kericho le amache sikomwawech kole wany tos igeni ne itagat ako imwawech kole igeni ne en betutab raini namen kaineng'ung.
Okay, kainenyun ko David Ruto, ameng'indetab Kericho ni ako a kandoindet nebo civil society, Kericho Civil Society Organization Network, akwa budget facilitator kora nebo kanao nekikuren budget hub. Bichon ko ikere ko analyseni budgets abo kora en Nairobi. Ko en ane komi barak budget ino. Chitugul ne kokiyonjin netugul kele mi barak. Nerube ko ngwo barak budget kowendi barak akine in rabinik chekesom. So kokabwoti ole en ane ko takiswa ele tot kebosto budget ini asikobit komachanga rabinik chekalyan chekakibos. Nerube kikere kele kimoe keker komoswek chebo chon tinye raia. Ko ngeker ng'alekab somanet ak keker ng'alekab sipitali ko kakinde rabinik chemayach. Ko ndakilelen ot kakibos rabisiek che sikobit konyo ng'weny budget ko matketwa nombo sipitali, matketwa nebo sukul, amatketwa nebo beek, komoswekab beek chombo national projects ak nebo social protection. Chang biik cheseretos chemi chebo disability, che osen, che widows, konyolu matketwa komoson. Kimuche kebos komoswekab infrastructure. Chon ikere kele project cheechen chebo infrastructure kimuche kebos kidogo asikobit kong'et rabinik chekimuche keboisien en komoswek cheityin raia. Yeah.
Ko iniger budget niton ko imuch itwendi kotoreti raia nebo kawaida.
En iniger activities chekakipangan en departments alak tugul ko kararan amun ile ko agriculture ko lazima keba ko oret ko sawa. Tinye chito nebo raia yakimuch keyai. Kitito nekorom ko amun rabinik chu kakimwa kele kiboisien en budget ini ko takiyumien in ashuru, takiyumien taxes. Kibwone kora kesom kibeseni en World Bank. Ko muche ngekonye ko delay. Ko mara koumisan biik kekonye. En panganet ne kararan. Ko kityo moche keker kele kakiyoe chebore prudent expenditure. Matkobetyo kora rabisiek. Amat kispenda rabinik chechang en komosto nemo critical. Nibuch ine ko kaker sana nombo kerichek nombo sipitali. Ko kotok kotinye raia amun nguni yon mondo biik rabisiek ko ndomi kerichek sipitali ak konyor chito koboisien chito SHA ak kesom kora raia chechang kochutin koregistange SHA. Sikoron komi rabinik komi kerichek sipitali imuchi inyoru toretet. Moker missing agriculture. Ame kora en agriculture tokoker serikali kole kochop tuguk chetinye raia. Nan inyoru biik cheseretos kabisa en resop olino chenyolu ketoret kikochi keswek kikoi ne asikobit ngandaan mi mbolea kwa beit nemi ngweny komi biik chemomuche kwal mbolea choton chobo 2500 ko yoton yekekere kele moe tokeker yoton kora ketes nibuch en tugul ele kakibanganda kotinye raia amun yoe biik che expert kimoche tukesom kele keyai kou noton amat kiben rabinik mat kobetyo rabisiek chekokinde komosto nekole nyolu keboisien ketoreten biikab emet.
Elkanah nono ko ngalalet nebo agenge en kwen noton nebo county nebo Kericho ole kabit kokon kerenyin kotienge ak budget newendi kesomanen betutab raini en bunge nebo Boror. Ongeten kwen noton nebo
kou noton amat kiben rabinik mat kobetyo rabisiek chekokinde komosto nekole nyolu keboisien ketoreten biikab emet.
Elkanah nono ko ngalalet nebo agenge en kwen noton nebo county nebo Kericho ole kabit kokon kerenyin kotienge ak budget newendi kesomanen betutab raini en bunge nebo Boror. Ongeten kwen noton nebo county nebo Kericho kainenyun ko Vincent Cheruiyot awekun
Nyon Vincent Cheruiyot en kwenut noton nebo taonitab Kericho. Amache kebe kora kebeberta noton nebo county nebo Nandi asikobit kenyoru keretab biikab boror en kebeberatan kosubkei ak budget noton nebo kenyini. Kaimuch kong'ololchin sirindenyon Elwin Cherop koboto alak en konetik chebo sukulisiek choton chebo ECD che kaimuch kokon kerenywan kosubkei ak budget nebo kenyini.
Kongalali eng taonitab Kapsabet komwa kanetichoto kole koinde serikali budget nemite barak nganda manyoru ichek kelchin age tugul kosubkei ak nekikotebi ichek kong'ete kenyitab 2014 amakiteshi mshahara.
We want to say, as much as this budget is being read today, this afternoon, with an increased allocation, we are not seeing any importance of that budget as concerning the early childhood education in Kenya. Majority of counties are not doing justice to teachers. Majority of counties are not doing justice to education. As far as CBC and CBE is concerned, we, the educators of early childhood, we, the leaders, we remain. The budget of county governments or counties, ilianza na 375 billion, it came to 400 billion, it came to 415 billion, that was a recent one. Now today, it is now additional of 428 billion in total. But we want to challenge the Council of Governors who are mistreating teachers. Many of them have died because of depression. As much as the president is pushing for more money to fund the CBE and CPC, we want to tell the His Excellency that this budget coming to county government is not touching education in any way. Most teachers are depressed. How do you expect someone depressed with consolidated salary for the last 15 years to perform in class?
Kates komwa ichek kole kikonyalso ichek eng betusiek chechang ole matindoi ichek kitabusiek chekinetishe.
Kusema ukweli, walimu wameweza kuteseka kwa miaka mingi tangu walipoachiriwa mwaka wa 2014. Walimu wa Nandi wamekaa bila job groups. Walimu wa Nandi wamekaa bila allowances. Walimu wa Nandi wamepitia shida mingi sana, hata kuzia mambo ya vitabu. Hatuna hata vitabu kama somo la creative arts and psychomotor. Walimu tu wako na teacher's guide, of which it is not even of recent. It is old one, not rationalized. The curriculum designed also is not even the rationalized one. In Nandi, teachers are suffering.
We expect the full schemes, and as they will be considering the full scheme, we are going to get our allowances.
Kasam ichek county nebo Nandi koro kole kaibwat ichek eng budget newendi kesomani asikoteshi ichek mshahara.
Salary yutok ko yutok che mi ketilatil kora. Meche koiben housing levy chechik, meche koiben NSSF chechik, mi nekele county pension fund, mite SHA. Ko ngetila rabinik chutok chu tugul ak keteshi loan che kakosom mwalimuiondoni, konyo mwalimuiyot ako negative. Kokisome kabisa county government nebo Nandi amu kisomoni budget en betut nebra. Budget ni kelenjini president kongoi mising amu koinde education chepkondok koallocaten chepkondok chemi barak. Kokisome en county nebo Nandi koro kora education amu kakimeto mwalimuiyondoni kechil ako budget tugul chekikesoman kekose kele kakinde budget.
Kong'eteke taunetab Kapsabet County nebo Nandi, logoiywekab emet chebo Nenyon TV, kainenyu ko Elwin.
Choton chitab kolenjin ko logoiwek choton chetinyegei ak budget nebo kenyini nebo 2026 ak 2027. Chuton ko logoiwek chekisibi en betutab raini en newsroom noton nebo Nenyon TV yeititogei minister en sait sogol noton nebo koskoleng kotor keibun agenge en agenge ng'alalet anan somanet noton nebo budget. Ngeistoengei noton ketokyinigei emet noton nebo Finland ole koimuch President William Ruto komiten ak President nebo emonoton noton ko stop komuch konde inendet siyet konjinoshek cheterterchin en emonoton nebo Finland. Komiten ine koboto President nebo emonoton Alexander Stubb kokoimuch konde konjinoshek anan MOUs cheititogei somok en sectors choton somok chebo komonut mising noton nebo somanet nebo kebeberta noton nebo muswoknotetab kasari anan digitization and innovation koboto noton nebo ripsetab itondab emet anan environmental conservation. Koimuch President William Ruto yekon kong'ololi en kebeberatan komwa kole bo komonut mising tilyandit noton netesetai koting'engei emoni ak emonoton nebo Finland. En komostanyin komwa President nebo emonoton noton ko Alexander Stubb kole koimuch kong'ololchin koboto President William Ruto akobo tuguk cheterterchin cheboto boriet netesetai en kebeberta noton nebo emetab Sudan ak Ebola noton nekobit en emetab DRC koboto kora rorunetab kalyet en emonoton nebo DRC.
President Stubb and I have held candid, constructive and highly productive discussions aimed at deepening cooperation across a broad range of strategic sectors. Together, we reviewed the state of our bilateral relations and agreed on practical measures to strengthen collaboration, expand economic opportunity, and advance sustainable development. Finland remains an important partner for Kenya in Europe. While Kenya continues to serve as a gateway to East Africa and a strategic hub for trade, investment, innovation, and regional connectivity. We reaffirm our commitment to building a modern and mutually beneficial partnership that responds to the aspirations of the people of Kenya and the people of Finland.
In our discussions today, we've talked about Russia's war of aggression in Ukraine. We've talked about the war in Sudan and DRC. And we have talked about the wars ranging in the Middle East. I welcome Kenya's support for the principles of the UN Charter and international law, including sovereignty and territorial integrity. You have been such a voice of reason internationally, not only in the past 4 years, but before that as well. President Ruto gave me an overview of the situation in Sudan, which is the most serious humanitarian crisis of our time. I commend Kenya's active role in mediation and conflict resolution.
Ako yon chitab kalenjin amoche sikobit kitukyoton logoiwekab emet en saishechu kobaten en logoiyonoton netwechen nguni komwa kibagenge noton nebo Kenya Airports Authority kole miten ndegeit agenge noton nebo ne kaimuch konam ngweny en kebeberta noton nebo Jomo Kenyatta International Airport le kaimuch korub ngweny ndegeit noton en oret nemonoton kobaten mwae kole mamiten chi agetugul ne kanyor kakotenet ako tesetai en nguni kibagenge noton kosibi noton asikobit koker kole kaimuch kesor biik tugul chemi yoton niton ko emergency landing ne kaimuch komwa ng'olyot en oret noton nebo social media kibagenge noton nebo Kenya Airports Authority kole en nguni kotesetai ak emergency situation en kabindege noton nebo JKIA ne kamwa kole ka emergency landing kobaten mamiten chi agetugul nekotwo kosubkei ak noton. Choton chitab kolenjin logoiwekab emet kong'eten Nenyon TV kikurenon Elkanah Bett amakun koskoleng'ut netala.